everyone, it's Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and today we are playing some more Planet Zoo, and so this episode's going to be a slightly different one. So essentially, in this episode, I wanted to work on our lion enclosure, but I figured some of the ideas I kind of had in my head, I thought they were going to take a little too much time, and so I basically decided to go ahead and do the first part of this episode off camera, and I just recorded myself, and then we were just doing a little bit of a speed boost here. Just so I can speed things along and we can actually get this done with in our first episode. So a couple things you'll notice. Number one, I decided it would be really cool to kind of have this like, this kind of like outset, like just take the pathway into the enclosure so you kind of almost get a 360 view of what's going on here with the lions. So that's where I kind of wanted to start. And then we ended up spending probably way too much time here trying to get these posts working. Essentially, I kind of ended up going back with multiple ideas before I finally decided on one. But essentially here, these are just like a visual thing where I'm just trying to like make it so the path doesn't look like it's completely floating. A little bit later, you'll notice that I like pop in and I tried doing some like cross beams or something like that, but there was just nothing that I really liked. I could have used these beams here as like cross beams, but I kind of figured they were just like a little bit the wrong size. And then I decided, oh yeah, this one's way better, so we're going to use this one instead. But basically those just were, they just didn't quite work for the cross beams, and because these weren't actually part of the group, like none of these objects were actually part of the group, and so because of that, there was just no way for me to add it to the group, and so duplicating stuff became a pain. So I'm basically having to use the select tool and then manually selecting it and then pasting it from there, and it just became really annoying. And you can see here I'm trying to look at some cross beams and just nothing was the right length, and so I could have like duplicated it and kind of worked from there, but I just didn't really like how any of it works. So we end up just keeping these beams here, and we run it across the whole path, and I kind of like how it looked. But essentially, I would like to be doing this a little bit more, just kind of being a little more elaborate and making our park a little bit more beautiful. Part of the issue is we just don't really have anything unlocked, so I don't know if I did it on camera or off camera, but we end up going through and start researching a bunch of the different sceneries. Yeah, here we go. Just because it's like I'm trying to look for some stuff. The other thing, and I'll actually show you guys, I actually want to do a waterfall in our park here, in the Serengeti enclosure that we did in the last episode or the last couple episodes, but I don't have any like water items right now. Basically, I've been trying to find the freaking coolers forever. I still have no idea where the coolers are, and so because of that, we've just been kind of stuck. So what we're doing here is we basically ended up searching for some climbable materials, and so these are basically climbable materials, and so my idea was to actually have this climbable, because I think lions should be pretty pro climbing. So essentially the plan was we're just going to make this little area up on the second tier that the lions themselves can climb up to, and I think we're going to put some bedding up there as well, and then maybe they'll sleep right there, and then people on that second story path then can kind of hang out on it and just see what's going on, which I think is going to be a really cool idea. Now once again, I mean, if I was trying to do this, I don't know how much time this actually took. I should have looked at the episodes. I could probably pop out. Will that stop it? It will not stop. How long were these videos? Is there any way for me to see it without screwing up everything? So this video was 109 to 152, so it was almost an hour of recording in total time. And so, yeah, we just don't get a whole lot done. I would like to actually do like a let's make everything pretty. The biggest issue we kind of run in is it's just a time sink, and I just don't really have as much time right now to record like a bunch of episodes doing this. So ultimately, we were just a hair too tall on that, so we ended up lowering it. And so we just kind of have this nice little incline that hopefully the lions are going to be able to climb. And then we decided just to go with these bigger logs, just trying to make it look like they're actually holding things up. But we definitely improved this a whole lot before when it starts coming together. So I really kind of like how the lion enclosure is looking thus far. We hadn't added any plants. I did end up getting a female lion. I ended up spending quite a bit of I spent 300 on our female lion, and I just now noticed she had a 0 fertility. So about that. Hopefully that doesn't stop her from actually having more babies, but that's essentially what's gonna be happening. So here we were trying to decide what did we want to do to make this look good, and then at this point we're like, you know what, screw it, let's actually kind of give this a whole like roofing system, roof, and kind of something like that. And so we're just straightening it up, just making it fit as well as we can. Unfortunately, you know, our pathway is a little bit too long, but it is what it is. And so you can kind of start seeing how this is coming together. So this is going to be kind of a nice little sleeping area. I would love to actually make this a one-way glass eventually, but you know, we're nowhere close to that being done. We do have just a couple items here that are, you know, kind of visual to make things look pretty. So we had this here, so we decided to go ahead and pop this out. And then our curve was a little off, so we kind of have to pop back. I don't know. We still hadn't quite found... we're starting to get a little bit better on the controls, but we're still not 100%. And so, yeah, that was looking pretty good. And then I decided just to pop some pillars in there. I assume the cats can kind of go around, but once again, just trying to make it look realistic and make it look really visual. So one thing we hadn't done yet is we still hadn't added any plants to this area, and we're probably going to add a few more hills and stuff like that. And that stuff we're all going to do live on camera here as soon as we kind of finish with this whole pre-built stuff, or how would we describe this? You know, sped up stuff. So I decided here I wanted to give it another roof because right now, I don't know, it just didn't really jump out. It looked kind of plain and boring. So we decided to go with a metal roof here because, you know, we don't really have any slanted wood roof. And then we were trying to decide what we wanted to do with the back side, and I just didn't like any of these pieces whatsoever, and I think we ended up going back to the wood pieces, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, they look okay, but they're not great. I think this one side's popping out, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like one side's outside the yeah, and I thought we were I thought we were the wrong roof type. I think it looks like the right side is outside the enclosure, and then the left side is inside it. So we might want to rotate it just a little bit more. And then once again, we're just looking and grabbing some visual stuff here just to kind of make it look good. So we started with the line in the middle and then the trees on the side. And pretty quickly we realized that is not what we wanted to do. So we popped this out. I looked at it and I'm like, this looks way too plain after we get the reds going. It took us a minute to actually figure out how to copy paste the colors. So we got everything going straight there and I was like, nah, I don't like how that looks. So then we ended up duplicating the lines, and then I discovered, hey, guess what? I have letters here. And so then we start putting the lion, so well, we spell out lions. But the one thing with the lines is, well, I wish I could make the font a little bit bigger. It's a little on the small side, but there's not much else we could do. So we kind of got it looking. We got it mostly straight. In fact, I probably could have gone right a little bit. And then I'm still just trying to like get a little bit more visual stuff happening here because I'm still just not a huge, like it's still just missing something in my opinion. So we went with the rope system. We had some issues getting these ropes perfectly straight. And then I noticed that, okay, that's not going to work with the tree rotated the way it is. So I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and re-rotate it. Well, actually, yeah, we're still improving it, but I was like, yeah, let's go rotate it and then put it there. And then I'm like, it's still missing something. It's still missing something. I thought about doing some more ropes, but ultimately I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and pop out just the zebra stuff. And I know it's not a zebra enclosure, it's a lion enclosure, but lions eat zebras. So, you know, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. So we end up putting the lions in blue to make it pop out, but I didn't like how that looked whatsoever. So we ended up changing it to green. Actually, first thing we tried doing is we tried doing a drop shadow. The white didn't really show up at all because it's white. Same thing with the black. You just can't really see it because of the white on black in the background. So then I tried like a gray and you didn't really get a good picture of it, but it just didn't look good. So we ended up going gray and we're like, you know what? That's probably going to look good. And then I added a couple more things in here. And yeah, this is where we basically left off as soon as I got some stairs done here. So we're going to pop back into the game live here in just a second. And we are going to go ahead and finish up our line enclosure. So see ya in just 1 minute. Okay, so we are back. We are live in the game, and a couple things to note before we actually get into it and actually finish off our line enclosure. Number one, I figured out what was going wrong with the animal trading. Finally freaking fixed this issue. So essentially, I was just kind of blown away why no one was complaining about this on the subreddit. Like, I have been pretty consistent checking the subreddit, well, at least on days I've been recording, trying to see if anyone else was complaining about the clicking and why things weren't showing up and why things were going so late. Finally, recently I found someone else complaining about it. Like, literally in the back of my mind, I'm like, are mods deleting stuff about this? How am I the only one having this issue? It was blowing my mind. So my monitor, which you guys can't tell the difference because it's only my monitor, I play at 144 hertz. If you have a monitor that that displays higher than 60 hertz, that's what's having the issue here. Is anytime, at least with the beta, when you're clicking things, it has issues if you're using a monitor that is, if your monitor's not displaying at 60 hertz. So by switching my monitor back to 60 hertz, now everything is working right. The only thing is, it still gives you some issues. Oh my gosh. Adopt. But yeah, look how much quicker that was. All right, so you can actually have fertility. Okay, sweet. So that was worth spending the rest of our money on. Man, I kind of want to sell the other one and buy you, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, so that 100% is just a game changer for us. What are you, by the way? Unbox animal. Other thing I ended up noticing, and I didn't realize this, so if we go to the Zoopedia and we look at like the lions, for example, they have can guests enter habitat? No. I was like, wait a second. What about our lemurs? Can guests enter habitat? Yes. I was like, wait a second. Guests can enter the habitat? How the heck do we do that? And then if we actually come over here to barrier, you'll notice we have guest gate. So we can actually put a guest gate here and then have our people enter the enclosure with them. And I'm like, ooh, so we're going to do that. And then last thing I want to note is one thing we're end up doing, and I can't do it yet until we actually find, and I know it's in the game because I saw some pictures of people actually making waterfalls, but at some point we're going to have the capabilities of building, let's see, what would that be under construction? It's going to be under special effects. Oh, wait, we have it. Where did these come from? All right, well, using that, we're gonna be able to make a waterfall, and I'm gonna have a river come down through here. It's gonna kind of pull into this area here, and then we're gonna have a waterfall popping down there. So we're gonna basically make this a little prettier and kind of have a nice little river. But I guess that might have to be next episode. So this is our nice little enclosure. I'm quite excited for it. We have... I don't know what we're going to do over here. I do want to just get our lines in here. Before we do that, let's go ahead and adjust our terrain a little bit. I kind of want to build, I don't want like, you know what I was actually thinking about doing is I was thinking about cliffing this up. Like what if we did a flattened surface across something like this and then kind of like caving it down. Something like that? But that's not really going to be feasible. Like, how would that actually exist? There'd have to be a whole bunch of rocks there. I don't think that's going to work right. I don't think that's going to work right. So essentially what I want is I kind of want a nice little, just kind of like a little hill and stuff for our lines to kind of exist in. And in fact, like, we really should, just kind of have some nice little hills here. And then maybe we actually go ahead and do something a little taller. Something like right here. Just trying to get some elevation and stuff like that. And do they need water? I actually don't know that. That's a really good question. Hello. Do you guys need water? I can imagine no, but I probably still want to put water in here. No, they don't need water. Okay, that's fine. And so then, I hate that. That's one of my least favorite bugs. Let's go ahead and decrease the size a little bit. And then we're just basically going to like kind of dig out just a little cave here for you guys. I don't really want it underground. Yeah, I would rather it just be kind of a little bit more above ground. Kind of like carve it out here. Something like that. And then let's go ahead and flatten the surface here. Just get like this nice little evenness. Something like this should be fine. And then we can go like here. We can go ahead and smooth all this out, specifically here, so it's very easy for them to get in and out. And once again, just kind of like a little lion cave. I mean, we've been doing this a lot, so it's not like this is really any surprise. Or like you're like, what is he making? I have never seen such a thing. Come on, just pull out, just pull out, just pull out, just pull out. All right, I don't quite know what materials they like and or want, so we're gonna wait on that just a little bit. Let's kind of dig you out just a little bit more. You think they can actually reach in there? Probably? Yeah, probably. I almost want to push you back up. Just a little bit. Just so we have just a little bit less of a height. I think this should all be rocks. This kind of reminds me of like a rocky area. Yeah, we could actually paint some rocks around here too. Can I paint the rock color? I would like these rocks to be black or dark. Not this brown crap, but whatever. Whatever. Give me 100%, man. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Nice little rocky thing. And no. We're gonna do this. And then I hadn't really done this much in this game, but some of the double painting, so like mix the rocks a little bit. You know, just lower the intensity and just kind of like, just mix it up just a little bit to get just a little bit of variation. You know. Yeah, something like that. And then you can definitely all be rocks. I don't want grass on you. That would not, like, that doesn't make the look. For sure. I'm assuming lions are going to want long grass, but don't quote me on that. I should, once again, also build a kind of like a... Man, maybe we want a river to come through here. I hadn't really done a river. Yeah, we hadn't. That would be kind of interesting. I like it. I like it. Let's try it. So let's go back to sculpting. We're going to keep it kind of small. Let's do like a pool here. I don't want this on that. I want this on sand. Coarse. Yeah, definitely coarse sand. And what are you doing? You're pulling. But we need higher intensity and probably a slightly larger brush. Something like that. And so then this is just going to be a nice little pool here for the lions. Okay. And then we're just going to carve out... Dang it. The river. Can you feel the love tonight? I definitely have like a Lion King song in my head through here. Is that gonna work with that? I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen here. So this is just gonna essentially cut through the mountain, which, like, let's be honest, that's cool. Yeah, anytime you cut through mountains, that's just awesome. With the river. It's kind of like our own little mini Grand Canyon in our Africa exhibit. You know, whoopsie. How'd that get up there? So the only concern I have is I don't know if this has to be low enough. And in fact, why are we not just like flattening the surface here? No. It shouldn't be flatten to foundation. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Cut through, cut through, cut through, cut through, cut through. And we can just kind of like carve all the way out to here. Right? Do something like that. Let's see if this works. So then we're going to go rough water because, I mean... Well then, who wants to put some alligators in here? Crap. Okay, that works. That works. Now, the only weird thing is here. And I'm wondering if I lower this, and then I lower this, I should be able to dig under the fence. Are they going to be able to swim out? Yeah, I mean, I don't care about that. We can put a fence in. I'm not worried about that. Yo, okay, so we are under the fence right now. Then I need to go up into the water. I can't go up into the water because there's water. That makes sense. I guess. Okay, there's our hole, right? Yes. Yes, we got our hole. We got our hole. Ah! Oh god, we're locked. We're broke. We're broke. We broke. We good. We good. We good. We good. So once again, rough water, because this is kind of like a river. Yeah, that actually works better without the whole flooding thing. Yeah, and then, aha. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is freaking beautiful. So what is this? This is just like a pathway that they built for the fence, which makes a lot of sense. And then the only thing is we have to go ahead and put a barrier down here. That looks so cool, by the way. We're going to do another chain link. I don't even know. I can't even see, man. Guys, I can't even see. Whoopsie. I don't think that's gonna work right. What's the height here? I don't want a length of 20. Let's do like a really short height. And don't snap to adjusted height. Can I... So the thing is, we've done this before. I just don't remember how we did it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, we've managed to do this. How the freaking heck did I do this before? Seriously. How the hell did I manage this? That might actually be it. Yeah, except it's in the slightly wrong spot. Can I move you? I mean, a couple things. Number one, can I edit barrier? Okay. I want you to move. No, redo. Redo. Let's actually go a little bit further. That might be too far. 8. I don't know what's happening here. Yo, okay, so I just want to edit my barrier. I just want to move my barrier. See, that's not moving like it's supposed to. I can't really get down. What about trying it from this side? Well, I mean, one thing we could do is we could just go like here to here. And then just keep them... Well, no, because they could swim right there. I think they would. I don't know. It's a good question. How did I do this? Maybe I did it like this? Something like that? And then, like, edit the barrier? Select everything? Lower the height? Is that in there? That looks like it might be blocking the hole. I think we did it. I think we did it. Aha! Suck it! We figured it out. Boom. That's beautiful. Dude, I love that. It reminds me, it gives me a little Jurassic Park vibe too. I don't know about you guys, but it gives me definitely a Jurassic Park vibe. So, we need numerous things here. Number one, we need an exit or an entrance. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of the sculpting here real quick. I want to push you back. I don't want that. Do long grass, actually. Wrong button. Push you back real quick. And let's actually flatten the foundation. Yeah, just do something like this real quick. All right, so you should know what we're doing at this point. I might have to push this barrier back, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Go barriers. I need a staff gate. Habitat gate, yes. That. No, okay, so we can definitely put a habitat gate. It's just, it's the terrain. It's the terrain. I was like, that doesn't look like that's gonna be right. Whoopsie, push. Let's get you on the other side real quick. We're gonna have to, unfortunately, rebuild, which I hate, but whatever, it happens. Okay, habitat gate. I had you. You showed up for about 3 seconds, so I think this is still too far. You're sure killing my Lion King mood, game. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Okay, let's try this one more time. Sweet. So we're gonna do that. This pathway needs to be a... Yep. And we don't want it that wide. We want like 4 wide. And then kind of come over here. For now. Whoopsie. And then I also want, I don't know why this does this weird sometimes, but come over here. And I actually still want, oh my gosh. I keep hitting different buttons and it's really screwing me up. What were you? Were you this one? Yeah, but then you were at like 8, I think. I can't because the frick. I don't understand why the barrier screws this up. Actually, I probably can do it. I don't know why the barrier affects the path like it does. Yeah, I have no idea. That doesn't make any sense to me. That makes 0 sense to me. It can cut through terrain just fine, but when it comes to fencing, then all of a sudden it has no idea what it's doing. So I think you were 20 probably. Yeah, something like that. And then let's go back to pass. We wanted, not that, we wanted that, but we wanted you on 4, I think it was what it was. And that works. Okay. That seems to be good. So then let's come back here to our, well, we should throw the buildings down first. Facilities, yeah, facilities. We want some transformer. We probably do need power over here, so we might as well throw it down over here. I want Z. Hold up. Can I fit you in here? I don't think so. I think, we can actually. Maybe? It's so close. Aha! Suck it, everyone who said we couldn't. Alright, well, we can't do it that way. And then staff facility, we're going to do a zookeeper hut. Apparently, you need to do zookeeper huts at pretty much every single area. Or else they just don't, like, get fed properly. So, because I think that's where they prepare food and stuff like that. I don't know if I need a staff building over here. I don't think I need a workshop either. So, essentially, once again, we're just going to kind of hide that in the terrain. So, and that's been kind of our mission here from the get-go. So, let's go ahead and let's pull some of this stuff up again. And in fact, we want to pull up both sides if possible, but I don't know how this is going to work now because actually, not bad. Oh, I should probably leave up. We can dig it out later. We can dig it out later. Yeah. There we go. 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 Fill you in. Fill you in. Then I need you guys to connect over, please. There we go. Connect up. Connect up. Tunnel. 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 Maybe not that. And maybe not that. Okay, let's try smoothing. No. I want to actually just raise you up. Unfortunately, you won't raise up. So then I guess let's chisel. This is maybe too big. Just want to chisel back this part. Now, how is the thing? It's just built into the side. It makes sense. It makes sense. Calm down. Let's actually bring you back out just a little bit. Yeah, that'll be fine. And I hate the grass here. Yeah, that looks so weird with the grass on the path. Sure, let's just do short grass here. It seems a little weird with the grass on the path. And in fact, this should not even be grass. This should be like soil or rock. Yeah. Whoopsie. Dang it. I hate it. I want to be inside. I don't want to be outside. Oh my god, I don't understand why you do that. Okay, something like this. Okay, cool. And then we want construction, and we've done this 1,000 times, so you guys know what we're doing here. So we want a doorway. We're going to go back to wood. Property. Not property. Material. Give me my wood. My wooden door. And we're going to put the door somewhat like right here. And then we're just going to add in. That's a gate. I want a wall. Give me a little too tall. Give me the short. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. And then I want to move the whole group. Something like that. Just get you inside the hill. Oh, so close. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. And then, yeah. That is for our people only. Okay, now we do have this long grass thing. I feel like the path should just kill the grass. I don't know. That doesn't seem right, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. We'll make you grass again. It's not a huge difference. Okay, so I think... Actually looks terrible, doesn't it? I don't think I noticed this before. Might want to put some rocks here just to make it a little prettier. Yeah, maybe. Because that doesn't work at all. So I think we should just put some rocks here. Ah, screw it. Give me the rocks, man. Give me the rocks. Let's go. And we are just essentially trying to make this look less stupid. I know those are all the same rock. Doesn't really matter. As long as you like curve it and do some different things, it kind of like, it still looks right. And then you put it in the middle. You don't have to spend as much on rocks or like spend as much time finding rocks and stuff like that. I still want to keep my rocks. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Something nice and big would be great here. Because we still want to bring the rocks all the way over here, I think. How did they rock through this? Don't ask questions, man. Don't ask questions you don't want to know how they happened. This barrier took a lot of time, a lot of money, but we made it work. Sweet. Just give me like just a little bit more. Yeah. I think that works. I think that works. I don't know if those are the right color rocks, but whatever. Whatever. And I think we're good to go on our line. We got a nice little trough there. We are going to end up doing a road across here. At some point, there's got to be a pathway across here. And I mean, it's a pretty good view, too. It's a pretty freaking good view. So we're going to have a lot of trees and stuff like that, and that's going to be great. But I want to get the lines in here first. So I think we're good to go. We spent a lot of money. We were at like almost 80,000 when I started this today. So we want to come here to animal training. Animal Trade Center. Oh, look, it actually works. I'm so shocked. So we are going to go ahead and move. And oh my gosh, it actually works. This is like mind-blowing to me right now. So you're currently moving. You are going to move. And then our male, Toki. We could name him, but whatever. Okay. Let's unpause and let's go. So we do have the gate in. Oh, problem. We forgot to actually carve away for our guy. So, there you go. And then let's just smooth all this up. Yeah. I don't like... Find a foundation, I think. I don't like... I feel like, yeah, there's still a dip there. I don't want that dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hands upon my hip. I guess that dip's just going to stay there. That looks really cool, by the way. You think people can see it? Yeah. If you're over here, you can. Oh, so we can come here to habitat. We can go species. We can go lion. And yes, that's what I was hoping for. Medium bedding. And we're just gonna put a bunch of medium bedding up here. And the goal is that that the lions are gonna come up here and sleep. And if they do, our people are gonna see it. I should have actually rotated these a little bit, so it's a little bit different. Should we do it all the way up here, or maybe we should leave like an area that's not bedding? Okay, you convinced me. So then delete, 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 delete. Let's put the little toy right up here in the middle. Essentially trying to encourage the lions to go up there and play. Now, what about down here? Do you have a good view? I mean, not really. We honestly could do a very similar thing and just do some like extra large bedding here. Because this might not be a bad area to sleep. Whoa. We got a new lion in the zoo. Like, this seriously wouldn't be the worst area to sleep. It's undercover. Once again, this might all have to be two-way glass, but we just don't have it researched. We should double check on our research. Also, we restarted the game, so we should change our ticket prices. I wonder if the research resets too. Maybe it's not just ticket prices. Maybe it's also research that resets. So, hold up. Zoo. Ticket prices are back to 3. All these little annoying things are just kind of funny. $19. I mean, we got lions now, so yes. Vet research. Oh. Hello. Gabrielle. Sweet. You go do the lion. Where's my lion? There he is. Hi. Knock out the lion. Am I still doing mechanic research? Kind of. You stopped. What? Why? Whatever. So where's my lion? Oh my god, it's my lions. Hello, lion buddies. Oh. You look kind of bad, to be honest. You're only 4. Offspring due. How are you pregnant already? Oh my gosh. So did we buy you pregnant? I think we bought you pregnant. Animal rating 5-star? 3-star? I don't know. So the one that's 0% is pregnant. Okay then. Sure. And they actually love their terrain. That's what I'm talking about. Boom! Who's the best? This guy. They actually don't want too much more long. They could use some more soil. I think I'm going to throw some more soil out here just for... I can get a little bit bigger here. Just because we can. Do something like that, and they still like it. And then just a little bit of grass. How is our long grass? Long grass is still good. Sand and snow is perfect. So this is the issue. We just want grasslands, Africa. And I definitely want the trees. I know that. Like, I want some of those African trees. So biome, grassland, continent, Africa. And I want some of these trees, man. Yeah. I feel like... specifically here on the water, this is where your trees would be, right? They're going to be growing nearest the water. Let's throw like another tree here. Just, you know, it's too many trees over here. It's too many trees. Let's move you, like, there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Africa doesn't have that many trees moving around. They really don't. They really don't. I think bushes and stuff like that would be a little bit better off. And then let's move you to, like, here. Okay, I can dig that, I think. And then, what do we got? Nah, I'm not a huge fan of you. We could do some reeds again. Which, I like putting the reeds here on the water. I think that just works out really well. I mean, that's where if they're like... I mean, this is honestly kind of where they would start preying. Like, they'd move through the reeds to get, like, the zebras as they're, like, eating. We do, like, a small little tree here. It's a little too small of a tree. Ooh, hello there. Yeah, this is like the lion tree. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I have Africa stuck in my head. Why would I not have Africa stuck in my head, okay? Seriously. At what point would I not have Africa stuck in my head? I think I'm gonna do like one little tree here, just like one of you guys. I think that might just be it. I still kind of maybe want some more reeds. I'm not a huge fan of just this. No, I don't want to favor you. Like maybe just throw some like plants here, some nettle. I mean, that's actually not a terrible idea. Kind of like paint it around the outside. And then just get, I don't want you favorited. And then just get like just a little bit of color. You're floating in midair. 'Cause I'm free. Free floating. And then let's take these reeds into the water. Do that. And where were my reeds? There they are. Something like that. Is it too much? I think it might be too much. That is just a big piece. I almost feel like it's too much. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but it just seems like there's just too much in just one little small area. So what if we, like, kind of did this? Kind of did a little more here. Trying to intermix some of these plants here. And then let's kind of do what we were doing before with just kind of this painting around the edge. Grab like you. What's the point of this? I think it looks okay. And anything that looks okay, I'm fine with. And we need a little bit more color. That, I don't like that one. So I go with the bigger one. Now, give me just like a bit. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, just a little bit of color. I can dig that. The only thing I think I would rather have here is I would rather have some long grass. Just to kind of continue with this. What about some rocks here too? Might not be a terrible idea. So we go to nature. We're going to have to clear it out because there's no African rocks. Which, I wonder if that's permanent. Or, you know, can you figure that out? Like, just throw a couple, like, little rocks in here. Just to change the terrain a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that there. Because it's clipping too much. So it's essentially like these dudes are, like, existing through the rocks. Which is kind of nice. Let's kind of... And the rocks are also helping to frame them, which is kind of the idea here. So it's like photography 101. You're just trying to frame your subject. And so essentially I'm just trying to frame it in. So I framed it in with these little green guys, and then I'm framing it in with the rocks as well. Do I need to put the rocks in the inside too? Probably. So let's come here. Let's get some of those larger rocks. And then, you know, kind of like... Something like that seems pretty okay. I want more, yeah, more like that. And once again, we're just framing it in as best as we can. Can I get like a really, yes. And then let's like rotate you sideways. I don't like you. I want something longer. It's hard to tell what is what until you actually click on it. I love how these are tropical. That one seems like a really long rock. It is. Yeah. Yeah, we're just framing it in. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now the question is, do we want to frame in some of these trees? Yeah, probably. I don't know though. I don't know. All right, let's unpause the game. Let's see what it looks like. Is there any way for them to get out? No. No, unless they can jump the fence, which I don't think is possible. I don't think they can climb a tree either. We're also at like 45 minutes, so this is probably where we need to wrap the episode up. What do we have here, man? Dude quit. Oh, all right. Why? Why though, Clay? Okay, well, we'll hire another one. That's fine. Luckily, I don't have to go through, you know, literally any of the process. Oh, crap. So there's my cute lions together, and then there's my guy. Oh, it like explodes when they enter. Well, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, we totally forgot habitat. We totally forgot all the habitat crap. So let's go ahead and put some balls here, whatever those things are, just to, you know, be a little more entertainment. We'll put one like there. Then this is a pretty baller size place, so we really want to put a couple food dishes, even though I don't know if they actually work right. We're still not 100% if they actually end up filling up more than just one. So we'll put a couple water dishes all over the place. We already put a couple of those. I will put some sprinklers. I'll put a nice little like cooler area over there for them just in case. And then, yeah, we'll throw just a box down. Put the box over here. Put another box up there. Because why not? All right, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, drop a like, comment, and let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. Next episode, we're going to let our lions play around a little bit. And we're going to go, I don't care about you. I said clear. Okay, he's still leaving, man. Why? It's time for me, another day in the breadline. We need a workshop to research new buildings. That's it, I'm out of here. So, maybe he just wants another research building? He quit over that? Seriously? I suppose we could put one in here. I suppose we could put one in there. I'll do it off camera and then we'll be back. See ya.